While the world's attention is centered on Paris, terror attacks remain a looming threat in many African countries. Nigerian cities are being targeted this week by attacks many believe were staged by the violent Islamist group Boko Haram. In addition, residents in many regions are forced to flee their homes as they are terrorized by armed militias. VOA's Zlatica Hoke tells us more.
Combating violence in Africa was the focus of Wednesday's meeting between U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry and his Angolan counterpart George Chikoti.
I am confident today we will focus significantly on the challenge of Burundi, the violence that is breaking out there in the region. And Angola plays a very special role. It has a senior leadership stature that has been very important to helping to find peaceful resolution to some of these conflicts.
Since April, tensions have been brewing in Burundi, where President Pierre Nkurunziza ran for a third term, contrary to the country's constitution. The ruling party militias are striking terror among civilians linked to the opposition, with many fleeing to neighboring Tanzania and Uganda. If they are able to return, they may not find their homes as they left them.
They have destroyed houses and looted a lot of things. When these people come back, they will see that most of their things are stolen.
In South Sudan, rival ethnic militias terrorized the civilian population, forcing many to flee across the border and live on charity. Meanwhile, some of the oil facilities that could make the country rich have been abandoned, and their waste poses a threat to the environment.
We saw massive leakages of oil, which was coming out from tubes, from oil containers. We also saw chemicals that were allowed to seep into the soil.
Angola's foreign minister said terrorism is as big a threat in Africa as it is in Europe.
Particularly when we see what is happening in Nigeria, but also very recently in France. So I think all those issues will certainly continue to be our concern.
Explosions in the Nigerian cities Kano and Yola this week that have killed dozens of people and wounded many others signal that Boko Haram has not yet succumbed to the government's efforts to defeat the continent's deadliest group. Zlatica Hoke, VOA News, Washington.